Ever wondered what careers are available for you in the future? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Felicia, and today we'll start our global chat session with the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. As we prepare for the session today, I'd like to announce a few things. So first, open your cameras. Second, if you would like to ask questions, there will be a Q&A session at the end of the session, and you can type in your question in the chat box, or you can open your mic to ask your question. And third, the absence today will only be done through a CEDX survey, which will be generated in the middle of the session. So don't forget to fill out the survey. Okay, so before we start, we'll hear some opening remarks from Mr. Stephen, representing the Cage Department in UC. Mr. Stephen, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Feli. Good afternoon, Mr. Amir. A very warm welcome to our global chat session between Universitas Ciputra and the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. We're delighted to have all of you here, our students from UC and our guest speaker from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. Today's session is a special opportunity to connect across countries and cultures and to explore how international experiences can broaden our academic and personal horizons. Through this session, we'll learn more about global programs, including dual degree opportunities, summer schools, and other forms of international collaborations that prepare students to become future-ready global citizens. We hope today's chat will not only answer your questions, but also inspire you to take the next step to study abroad, to experience a new culture, and to grow through global learning. So thank you once again for joining us. Let's enjoy today's session, keep the discussion lively, and make this a meaningful global exchange for everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'll give this back to Evelyn, please. Thank you, or Feli.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen, for the speech. And now, in today's session, we will talk about the careers of the future and how the University of Nottingham, Malaysia prepares you. Joining us today is Mr. Muhammad Amir Farhan Ahmad Azhari, the Regional Manager for Southeast Asia from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. So, are you ready to start the session, everyone? Mr. Amir Farhan, the stage is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining this session.
Thank you for the warm introduction. My name is Amir from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. So for today, I'll be presenting to you guys about the careers of the future and how our university prepares you. Yeah. All right, so give me a moment to share the screen. All right. Can anyone see the screen? You guys can show me like a thumbs up or something. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Stephen. All right. So I hope you guys are doing good. I know it's 3 in the afternoon, and actually it's currently 4 p.m. in Malaysia. Yeah, because I'm based in Malaysia. Okay, I hope that some of you guys are familiar, or maybe not, about the University of Nottingham. Actually, we are a UK-based university from Nottingham, and we have a campus in China and also in Malaysia. Yeah, and this year we are celebrating 25th year anniversary of the Malaysia campus. Okay. Actually the slides today is expected to probably it will end around half an hour, and then it will go with the Q&A session. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this is the topic for today, careers of the future and how the university prepares you. So actually, why do we have to think of careers of the future? So these are some of the reasons of why do we have to actually think about it. So we know that the world is changing fast. There's one constant thing in the world, which is it's changing every day. So in terms of technology, sustainability, and also global health. And new jobs are also being created and some old jobs are disappearing. For example, now you can see in shopping malls or in or in any shops, some of them are not being handled by a human cashier. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen that it's already been taken by a machine, so you can actually do the checkout on your own without going through a human cashier, right? And then number 3, choosing a program with future demand actually increases your opportunities. Yeah, because in the future, we know that it's changing. And then when you choose something that is within the demand of the future, it could actually boost up your opportunities for your careers. Okay, so these are some of the global careers of the future, some of the resources that I've seen. Okay, so there are a lot of areas that are currently booming. One of them would be the data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. I think these are the areas that a lot a lot of students or even the people around the world are currently taking interest of because it's booming very quick. It's very fast. It's under the term of technology. And then we also have sustainability and climate control. So within this, I'm pretty sure that most of the countries, Indonesia, also Malaysia, there are a lot of companies are actually moving towards net zero emission. So this is related to sustainability and also climate change. We also have in the areas of health and biomedical professions, of course, the demand for doctors and also demand for biomedical professions are still intact because we've seen that there's a lot of hospitals around the world, and there's a lot of things that they have to cater for example, like the COVID period, like 4 years ago, and then now it's I think that influenza is also getting spread very widely. And then, of course, in the areas of digital transformation and software development, now there's a lot of things that we can do with software and also data analytics and business intelligence. Okay. I think you can also like Google how these things affect in the future. There's a lot of things that you can see now, the global trends. Okay, so let's move on let's dive in deeper. We see how Indonesia is doing. For example, these are some of the emerging careers in Indonesia itself. One of them would be the sustainability officers and climate strategies. So as I mentioned, that a lot of companies in Indonesia are actually aiming to get under pressure to green their operations because of Indonesia aims, which is to reach net zero emissions by 2060. So a lot of companies, MNCs in Indonesia, they are under pressure to make their operations greener to make their operations more sustainability to reach these goals. We also have the data translators and data storytellers. So these are the hybrid roles that requires analytical skills and storytelling ability. So usually, for these areas, most students they are coming from background of data science or mathematics, and what they do is, not everyone understands data. So this group of people who are data translators and data storytellers, they are the ones who are able to collect all the data and interpret them and present them to the as a layman terms, so that everyone around them understands what it is. Okay, because not everyone can actually understand the data. And then we also have agri-tech engineers and drone technicians. So we know that Indonesia is very huge and there's a lot of agriculture regions, especially in the regions in Sulawesi and Sumatra. So these engineers or startup to tackle these inefficiencies, they are using Internet of Things. So some of example of Internet of Things is would be your smartwatch, your Fitbit, and also Siri. All these AI are included in the IoT. And then they're also using drones to do this more efficiently. Okay, and next we also have mental health professionals, but this time it's with digital expertise. So after the COVID period, the post-pandemic, so there's a lot of mental health awareness. And then because of this, a lot of mental health professions, there are demands for professionals who can offer online services as well, because of the COVID period where that time we're all in a lockdown. So everything is being done online. Even the classes that I'm pretty sure the classes in Universitas Ciputra as well, they are being held online as well, same as the University of Nottingham. Yeah. Okay, and of course, the most booming, as I can see, is the game development and also the virtual content creators. Yeah, so Indonesia is now the Southeast Asia's largest gaming market, and the demand for immersive digital content is booming because even in Jakarta itself, the population is more than 10 million. Yeah, it's very huge, and a lot of them wanted to actually become, we know they wanted to become content creators, they wanted to become influencers from the YouTube and also from TikTok, because everything is they can access everything now. Yeah, everything is online, everything is accessible. We have all the internet, and then a lot of these are in demands. Yeah. Okay. So you've seen these are the emerging careers. Of course, there are still a lot more, but these are the ones that I can put in my slides, so you can also see the rest of it from the resource that I put down there, or you can also Google it. Okay, so how do we actually keep up with this trend? Okay, so there's a lot of things that we can do as students. So you can take courses that actually align with your interests, and you can explore your passions and link them to the careers. Yeah, because most of the careers, you have to actually have passion in it. And then you can also do online courses, certificate, such as language and coding. There's a lot of institutions in the world, like even Harvard, they're offering an online courses and online certificate that you can take. Yeah, so it's mostly like a few hours of learning, and then you can take the certificate, you can take the online exams, and you can get certified by attending those online courses. Also, students should take part in communities such as the CSR, corporate social responsibility, so that actually you can actually build networks and teamwork skills from participating in this kind of activities. Because network is one of the important things as growing up now. I think back in high school, we have like a group of friends, and then when they are all in the university, then we know that actually network is very important. Yeah, because when you grow up together, then you can see maybe some of your friends are they're aiming to be a doctor and they want to be an engineer. So now, if you have that connection, it would actually ease your life a bit. Yeah, when you're already a working adult. Okay, you can also look for internships and volunteering opportunities back to in your study time or after graduation. So this could actually give you more exposure on how the working world is. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can do. There's still a lot of things that you can do to keep up with the trend nowadays. Okay. Right. So now let's talk about the University of Nottingham, Malaysia. So what is our role in preparing the students for these demanding careers in the future? So in our university, so we have innovative curriculums and academic programs. So we offer a range of courses that are highly demanded in the futures, like the biomedical sciences, environmental science, engineering, and also in the field of IT. So it's including of computer science, cybersecurity, and AI as well. We also have dedicated career services and resources. So the university provides support services like career counseling and job placement as well. So this is for students who are aiming to do internship, because in our university, some of the courses are not internship compulsory. Yeah, but of course we do have courses that are that need internships, such as the engineering program in computer science or pharmacy. Those are the compulsory internship program. But the rest, like the business school, are actually not compulsory, but they students are able to do it if they are interested to. So we will suggest them to do an internship for at least 3 months during their summer break. So we also, our statistics for job placement is actually very good. It's more than 99% of students will get a job placement within their study area. Okay, and also for University of Nottingham, we also have industry partners collaboration. We have more than 250 industrial partners around the world. So we work closely with them to ensure that its curriculum remains relevant and a student will have access to internship and employment opportunities after their graduation. Also, we also have opportunities for practical experience and hands-on learning. Basically, the university emphasized experiential learning through internships, projects, and practical works. Yeah, because not all students are our curriculum. Some of them are 50% exam-based and 50% coursework, and we also have 60% exam-based and 40% coursework. So these are hands-on experience that students can do while they're in university. So it will make them, it will actually sharpen their skills as well. Okay. Okay, we go to the next slide. Okay, so why University of Nottingham? We are actually a British education with global recognition in Malaysia. So I'm not sure if any of you guys know, but for your information, we are the first British university to set up an overseas campus globally. Yeah, meaning that the first UK universities outside of UK that set up a campus outside of UK. Yeah. So we are established in the year 2000, which is 25 years ago, and we offer the same globally recognized degree taught by international faculty from over 30 countries in a multicultural environment. We have around 40% international students with 70, more than 70 nationalities. Yeah. So our quality of education in the UK, delivered in Malaysia is equivalent to those in the UK, as reviewed by the UK Quality Assurance and also the Malaysia Quality Assurance. So basically all students who studies in the University of Nottingham Malaysia campus, they will get the same degree as the one who studied in the University of Nottingham UK campus. Yeah, there's no difference in their certificate. And then UK branch campus offers degree that equivalent to those, offered in the UK. We have the same academic standard and the same content. Basically, the academics around the three campuses, UK, Malaysia, and also China, are all the same, but with some localized content as well, like 30% localized contacts. For example, if you do accounting program under the Nottingham University Business School, you will learn the Malaysian taxation system instead of the UK taxation system. Yeah, so we localize the context as well. Okay, so we also are in the top 100 QS ranking, and currently we are ranked number 97. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so that's the statistics, that's the data. We are ranked number 97 in the world and 17 in the UK based on the QS World Ranking 2026. And based on our Nottingham survey, our starting salary of most of our graduates is up to 2 times more than the local graduates in 2024. Yeah, so this is actually a good stepping stone for students for their careers. And we have eight subjects from the Nottingham University are ranked top 100 based on the subject ranking as well. And we are also the founding member of the Russell Group. So Russell Group is a research universities in the UK that have a group of 24 universities research-based in the UK, which are the prestigious universities together with University of Oxford and University of Cambridge. So Nottingham as a whole is also in the same group as these universities. Okay, so this is just to show the participants, you guys, the aerial view of the Malaysia campus. So we have two faculties in the university with 18 different schools and departments. We have state-of-the-art sports complex, teaching labs, library, and student space, and our campus is more than 118 acres of land. So it's very huge. You will get tired if you walk around the campus. Yeah, so we also have bus and buggy services that are running across the campus. Okay. All right. So we are a one global university with 3 campuses overall. All the 3 campuses in UK, China, and Malaysia, we deliver the same internationally recognized degree, academic consistency, and quality. So because of these 3 campuses, we also offer cross-campus mobility, which allows students to study in the UK, or they can also study in the China if they apply for the transfer or the exchange program. Yeah. So you can see that from the pictures, all 3 campuses have a main entrance. We started with the Trent Building. So we have a Trent Building UK, Trent Building Malaysia, and also the Trent Building in China. Yeah. So our significant icon is the clock tower. Yeah, you can see from the picture. All right. So some of the information here, we offer foundation, undergrad, postgrad, and also postgrad research up to PhD level. So I think for Indonesia context is we have S1, S2, and S3. Okay. And our staff and student ratio, we host small class size, one academics or one lecturer to 15 students, which is more personalized learning experience. And we have 600 staff and academics from 30 countries, and 90% of them are holding PhDs. And all of them are very well intensive in research. We also have sustainability in curriculum, SDGs integrated across program, which research focus on clean energy, climate action, and sustainable cities. We also have campus-wide green initiatives led by students. For example, a group of students have started their waste zero management campaign. So they will do waste audit across the campus, and also they will do shout out in social media about the waste management. Okay. And from the Malaysia campus, we have more than 18,000 graduates as well. Okay. Right. We also hold a 5-star rating for research excellence by the Malaysian Research Assessment for world-class research achievement. And some of our signature strength would be in the field of technology, AI, renewable energy, health and well-being, food resilience, and water security. So these are actually our signature strength that you can actually see in our programs later on in the slides. I will show you the programs that we offer with inclusive of this signature strength. Okay, so these are the program listing. So we have the foundation program, and then we have the School of Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, and then we have the Faculty of Science and Engineering. So these are all the list of the programs that you can see here. It ranges from biomedical science, biotechnology, and then we have computer science, environmental science. For engineering, we also have 5 different majors of engineering and arts and business school. We have economic, business school, politics, and international relations. You can see the rest in the slides, or you can see later on the website. Okay. All right. So across the university, we also have a student life community. Currently, our students is around more than 4,000, close to 5,000 students in the Malaysia campus. And we have 90 student clubs and societies. So once you enter, if you're aiming to actually do and come to University of Nottingham, then you can actually go for these student clubs and societies. I'm pretty sure it's quite similar to the one that you have in Universitas Putra. Of course, it's more on student life and experience. We have a lot. We have music society, dance society, and across like academic-based, sports-based, or even like special interest-based. Okay, so these are some of the sports that you can do in the University of Nottingham, as we have a full sports complex. So a few years ago, before COVID, we also host tri-campus sports championship. So the students from the Malaysia campus and China campus and also the UK campus, yeah, so they come in together and then they do a sports championship. So these are the list of sports that our students can actually do when they study in the University of Nottingham. Okay, so because of the different three campuses, so we have the Global Mobility Program. Our students can enjoy the opportunity to study across campuses without interruption to their academic progress, because when they are studying abroad to the UK or to the China campus, they are studying the same degree. Yeah, so it won't be a hassle for them. We also have cross-campus mobility options where they do study abroad for a semester. They can go for a year or they can go for a short-term summer programs. So some of the key benefits for students, of course, they will develop intercultural competencies and adaptability, and then access to international networks where they can connect with peers around the UK or China, and then with the academics and also industry professionals across campuses. Because different campuses have also different industrial partners. Of course, for example, if the Nottingham China campus, they have their own listing of industrial partners, which are localized, which are actually based in China, and also for the UK as well. Okay, so moving on to our career development and employability, we have outstanding graduate outcomes. Our graduates are earned up to 2 times more, as the statistics that I showed before, and they are employed by the top 100 global companies. Yeah, so there are a lot of companies that actually hire Nottingham students. For example, if they are from the business school, mostly they are hired by the Big Four auditing firms such as Ernst & Young, KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers. Yeah, and another one that I forgot. Yeah, the Big Four. Okay. And then statistically, 97% of our graduates are employed, enhanced skill, or in further study within 6 months of their graduation. Okay. We are also recognized for excellence as Employer's Choice of University Award by Talent Bank. We are also the Graduate's Choice of Employers Award under Private University in 2024. And then Professional Service Award, we also have our Best Career Center of the Year. Basically, for all of our Nottingham University Malaysia students, they can get access to our career center throughout their lifetime. So that will be a good bridge for them to actually, if they're aiming to go to another career or they're aiming to jump to another career, they can also consult with our career center. So we also offer a comprehensive career and advisory support. Yeah, of course, one-to-one career consultations and CB clinics, and we run employer network events and career fairs. We also have employee and alumni career mentorship programs. And as I mentioned before, we have strong partnership with 250 industry partners. Yeah. Okay, I think. Okay. Right. So in University of Nottingham, Malaysia as well, we are embedding employability into every program. So in each of the programs that they are studying here, they will have industry case project and experiential learning modules. They will also have a strong industry engagement. We also invite guest speakers with leading employers to come and visit university and talk to our students. And we also bring our students outside to do site visit to our industry partners. Yeah, so that will make them that will give them more exposure towards the working world. Okay. Because of this, students will graduate with the skills, mindset, and experience employers seek. Okay. Okay, some of the information that regarding the scholarship and financial aid. So this is just for your information. So University of Nottingham, we have awarded more than 10 million in scholarship and financial aid for the awardees. So this is given to all empowering deserving students and enabling them to world-class education. We also have internal financial support and recognition, like our Dean's Excellence Scholarship is given out to students who achieve a certain CGPA. And then we also have our external scholarship partners in Malaysia and also outside of Malaysia, such as from the Maldives and also for the government of Nigeria. They also send students to the University of Nottingham, Malaysia under their scholarship scheme. Okay. Okay, so this is some of the campus facilities and student amenities in the Malaysia campus. We have state-of-the-art academic facilities. We have advanced engineering labs, psychology lab, and science research center. So we have a green campus design, which promotes sustainability and innovation. And we have faculty buildings, lecture halls, and student breakout spaces. Yeah. We also have comprehensive campus amenities. So actually, the Malaysia campus is located in Selangor, in a town called Semenyih. So it is actually a 1 hour duration from KL city center. It's around 1 hour, and then from the airport itself, it's around 40 minutes. So actually, we are closer a bit to the airport. However, even though we are within 1 hour distance from KL city center, we have free shuttle bus service that actually offer them for convenient access to popular locations such as the malls, shopping malls, and then of course to city center as well. We have cafes, convenience stores that are within the campus itself, and then we have the swimming pool and outdoor courts and recreational spaces. Yeah, as you can see earlier from the aerial view of the campus. Okay. So we also have the student well-being and inclusivity. Of course, we have on-campus clinic as well, and of course, an Islamic center and multi-faith prayer spaces. Okay. I'm just going to read a bit of our residential experience. On campus itself, we can host up to 2,400 students on campus. So for all international students or first-year students coming into Nottingham, Malaysia, we can guarantee them on-campus accommodation. So they can choose their own accommodation based on their preference and budgeting. We offer a 4 sharing spaces, a twin sharing room as well, and also a single room. Yeah, it depends on their preference, and our rental per month is they are inclusive of Wi-Fi, inclusive of the water bills and also electricity. Yeah. We also have like safe and supporting environment. It is 24/7 on-site security and control access for the resident safety. So it's very safe inside the campus, and even like the library, it's closed. It's open and from the morning until 10, and it's still safe for students to actually walk from the library to their residential halls. Yeah, because within the campus itself, it's very safe. We have 24/7 security. Yeah. So if you guys have any other questions regarding the accommodation or anything, you can just let me know later on. Okay. I think that's the last of my slide. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening while I was yapping. I hope you guys find it interesting. Okay. I think yeah, that's half an hour. Okay. Thank you so much for the session. So I think I'll stop sharing here and give the time back to our moderator.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Amir, for an insightful session. Now we will have a Q&A session for this session. So everyone, if you have questions, you can raise your hand and the video is highlighted. You can open your mic or you can type in your question in the chat box. Okay, so the first question we have in the chat box is how is work-life balance in student how is work-life balance in student life over there in KL? Mr. Amir?
Okay, so okay, I think the question's actually within two aspects. Yeah, because work-life balance usually catered for working adults, and student life is for student life because they're studying, right? Yeah. Okay, so okay, let's divide into two. So how is actually the student life here in KL? Okay, for overall, uh if you are referring to the University of Nottingham, Malaysia, the student life in the University of Nottingham, Malaysia, it's very vibrant. Yeah, because we are a close-knit community around 5,000 students, and there are a lot of things to actually do. There are a lot of activities that you can join as well on campus. But if you're referring to student life in KL itself, which is the city center, I'm pretty sure it's the same as the student life in Jakarta as well. Yeah, because these are the major cities. So you can actually compare them. Yeah, student life in KL and student life in Jakarta would be quite similar. Okay. And then if you are referring to work-life balance for working adults, it actually depends on what areas or which companies that you're working in. Yeah. So there are a lot of um, companies in KL itself that currently allows uh, the employees to work from home. Yeah. So it depends on the company as well. Yeah, because let's say if you're working in the medical field, I don't think you can actually work from home. Yeah, because it depends. Yeah, medical field, you have to be there. Yeah, you're treating the patients, you are seeing the people there. But if you're working as a consultant, if you're working more to the business field, it's more flexible nowadays. Yeah, so it's quite good as of now. Yeah, but of course, it's still the same. You're working from Monday to Friday, and you will have 2 days off. Is the weekend. Yeah, so quite similar, I would say. Okay. Okay, let me just read the question there. So international students are allowed to work. Okay, the answer is actually yes, they are allowed to work, and we have a lot of job or part-time work opportunities on campus. Yeah, so within the campus itself, the students can work under the faculties, under the academy, in the library, under the marketing team. They can work as a student ambassadors, and they're actually paid very well. Yeah, you will be surprised because on campus itself, um, the students are actually paid 12 ringgit per hour. Yeah, because if outside of campus, outside of the University of Nottingham, Malaysia, the most that the other, for example, if they are working in um, like a cafe or coffee shop outside of campus, the most that they can give is 10 ringgit per hour. Yeah, so in Nottingham itself, it gives more actually. So we have a lot of international students working part-time on campus. Yeah. And of course, there's limitation as well because you are currently holding a student visa. So it only allows you to work part-time on campus at most 20 hours per week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's the question that I answered the question.
Okay, thank you for the answer, sir.
Mm.
And we have another question in the chat box, which is, should our students visit your university for mobility programs and cultural learning?
Oh yes, you should. That should not be a problem. Yes, you should come and to visit the University of Nottingham to actually see how the life in Nottingham is. Yeah, so they can actually experience the student life here. We can bring the students to actually like a workshop session in the labs, or they can have a campus tour as well, and they can actually see like how vibrant the campus is. Yeah, but if you come, it depends because if you come on the summer break, then the campus is a bit empty. Yeah, because summer break is we are following the UK calendar, so summer break will be in June, July, and August. So if you come during this time, these 3 months, there will be very less students on campus. Mostly are postgraduate students who are doing their research. Yeah, but the rest of the month is it's full. It's very vibrant. There'll be a long line for you to actually go for lunch. Yeah, there'll be queue everywhere. Yeah, and you can actually see the students, the diversity of students here. Yeah, we have a lot of students coming in from other regions as well. We will welcome you with the warm hands if you come. Please come. We're happy to host.
Okay, that's great to hear, sir. Okay, so does any of these participants have any questions that they'd like to ask, maybe about studying in Malaysia or the student life there, or other questions? Please, you can raise your hand or you can type in the chat box.
Yeah, Feli, perhaps I just say something and then we'll open it up to the students. So actually our purpose of discussing with the University of Nottingham is to do the memorandum of understanding, then memorandum of agreement. That's going through the procedures. And that is so that we will have access to University of Nottingham for many different things, different mobility programs. We can do things on sustainability. Our students will have the opportunity to do a double degree. All of these things will be open. And we will also be inviting many of the students from University of Malaysia to come to our university as well, because it has to be a two-way program. So everything is open at the moment. We're still discussing that. So if any of the students have any questions or maybe ideas what they would like to do, this is your time to speak or put it in the chat box. Thank you.
Okay, maybe while we waiting for the student who want to ask a question to Mr. Amir, maybe I want to ask a question, sir, actually, regarding what you have shared about the career preparation and career challenge. Um, Sometimes students have different background with the global career demand. Maybe like when student have a social background, but he want to pursue at IT company, maybe like that. Now, for this kind of situation, do you have any best advice for the student to face their challenge? Thank you.
All right. Okay. Thank you for the question. Okay. So so if students are actually coming in from a different background and they want to pursue something within another background, there is always a connection between the two. Yeah, there's always a small connection that they can actually go for. So, for example, if they are more towards social sciences, so we know that social sciences students are actually very well put. They are more towards the extroverted type. They can speak. Yeah, they can do debate. They can actually present very well. Yeah, and most of the IT companies, of course, they need someone to actually be their speakers. For example, they can be the IT company tech consultants, or they can be the salesperson. They can be someone who actually presenting the thing from the IT company. So there's always something that is related, even though maybe it's not a lot, but there's something that they can actually look for within the IT company itself. Yeah, because not everyone in the IT company can actually speak very well. Yeah, this is also based on experience, because I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of what we call it generalization, that some of the IT people are actually very introverted because they are more towards them. They don't really speak to others. They like to do their own work. Yeah, so we need someone from a social science background. We need someone who is very extroverted to actually capture these two. Yeah, so there's always a connection. Yeah, so this one is they have to find. They have to actually find. So that's why networking is also a good initiative as well for them. Yeah. Okay, there will always be a connection. Okay. Thank you for the question. That's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the answer, sir.
Yes, no worries.
Okay, so I would also like to ask a question for you, sir. It's something that's sent from the DM, which is okay. So, what are the in-demand skills that students these days need to have in order to compete in a regional market? And based on your experience.
Okay, yeah, okay. So I'm also looking at the questions. So they're asking what are the skills or mindsets should students focus on developing now to stay competitive in the future workforce? Okay, so that's actually a lot of things that we can cater this. Um, so one thing that the mindset that students have, they could do or they should have this mindset is actually openness and adaptability. Yeah, because we know that the world is changing very fast. As I mentioned before, like there's one constant thing in the world, which is it's keep on changing. Yeah. So adaptability and also openness is the skills and mindset that should be embedded to students nowadays. Yeah. So when they can adapt easily to the change, they can actually work easily as well. Yeah. So be open to learn new things and be flexible also lah. Yeah, to adapt to these new changes. Yeah. Okay, number two questions. How can university students make the most of their studies to align with the future industry needs? Okay, so university students, of course, university across the world, they all have their own programs, their own majors. And what can they do now is actually be active in their university life and also look for opportunities such as the CSR, community social responsibility, or even networking and internship period as well. Yeah, even though your university, for example, if the program is not offered, it's not offering internship program, but I'm pretty sure that they give opportunities to students to do an internship as well, even though it's not counted. Yeah. So even for University of Nottingham, some of the business programs, the internship is not compulsory for students. It acts as an optional and it's not counted. Yeah. So you can still do it. Yeah, even though it's not counted. It's for your own exposure. It's for your own experience as well. Yeah. So these are the things that they can do. Yeah, they can look for these opportunities. They can do networking. They can do CSR. So this would be the good alternative for them to actually align with the future industry needs. Yeah. Yeah. Good questions. Thank you so much. I hope it answers your question.
Okay, so thank you for answering. And in the chat, there's a question for from Michelle from ATP, and she asked about so uh how can how can we maximize our time in the university so that we can develop the skills that we need in the workforce based on your experience?
Is it the questions the same as the one that Michelle from
Oh, yeah.
TEB
Oh, yeah.
asked?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I just answered it just now.
Okay. Right. So it seems that there are no other questions from our students.
I think the participants are very well, they understand the presentation today, so not a lot of questions to be asked.
Okay.
Or maybe too much
We have
information.
okay. So a participant raised hand and
Okay.
okay,
Yes, go
so
ahead.
please
Go
open
ahead.
your mic.
Okay. I want to ask, how does UNM actually support the international students in connecting with regional job markets, especially in Southeast Asia?
Sorry, could you repeat the question? Sorry, I didn't hear it uh, clearly. Is it possible to repeat the question?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Maybe I should repeat the question.
Yes.
How does UNM support international students in connecting with regional job market, especially in Southeast Asia?
How does UNM support students? Is it the question? How does the university support students? Okay, I
How,
didn't.
how does the university support students in the Southeast Asian job market? I think that was the
Oh, okay.
basis of the question. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so how does the university support students in the region? I think, yeah, the Southeast Asia job market. Okay, so okay, so we do have the career service as well. So that is one of the element that the university offers for students to actually enhance their job market. So within the career service as well, or even within the faculties, yeah, they can also discuss on this matter, like they do case studies or research on what is actually the current trend within the Southeast Asia region as well. Yeah. So from this current trend within the region, and then they they filter it more towards inside, and then they see what would be the future demands within the region. And from here, the career services can actually help you to polish up your CV and look at what actually interests you in your areas of studies. And they can also do a one-to-one consultations with the students. Yeah. So as I mentioned in earlier slides, so our career services actually helps everyone in the university if they're aiming to actually go for if they're going towards their career pathway. Yeah, so for all the Nottingham students, they can get access to these career services up to a lifetime. Yeah, meaning that there's no limitation for them to actually do a career consultation. Yeah, because once you enter the working world, and if you're aiming to actually jump to other companies as well, which a lot of students, I mean, a lot of graduates are doing it now because they can see that their career it's faster to actually jump within 3-4 years and then they jump to other companies. It's better for their career growth. I mean, it depends also in the areas of their careers as well. Yeah. For our career services can help them within a lifetime to do a career consultation. Yeah. So that is actually a good initiative from the university itself. Yeah. I hope it answers your question. And I think there's another question there.
There is one from
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I'll
the chat
just read
box.
it. Okay. I'll
Okay,
just read the
okay.
question. Okay, no worries, Jocelyn. Yeah, you have a bad connection. Okay, no worries. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I hope it answers the question. Yeah. So the one question from another student. So is there any difference for the curriculum between Nottingham University Malaysia, China, and UK? Okay, so generally, there are no difference in the curriculum. The three campuses are offering the same UK curriculum across three campuses. The difference is probably a bit like 20% localized context or content. Yeah. So as I mentioned before, for example, if you are studying accounting and business, and if you are studying it in the UK campus, you might learn a module called taxation within the UK instead of taxation within the Malaysia. Yeah. So just small elements that we have to localize it based on the context. Yeah. But the rest of the curriculum is similar, and they will get a UK degree certificate. So there's not much difference. And that's why we also offer mobility within the campuses. Yeah, so they can do an inter-campus transfer, or they can do an exchange for a semester or 2 semesters. So yeah, so no big difference. The same Nottingham UK degree. They can do transfer within Nottingham itself. Yeah, then they will still get the same certificate from the UK. Yeah, thank you for the questions. I hope it answered. Okay, no worries. You're welcome.
Okay, so I think that there isn't any more questions from our students. Therefore, we would like to move on to the next session, which is the photo session. So before we end today's session, I would like to ask everyone to participate by opening your cameras and following the lead from our media team so we can document the event for today. Media team, time is yours.
I'll count from 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, first slide. 1, 2, 3. And then second slide. 1, 2, 3. And then third slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. There's no one on cam in the 4. 8. 4 and then 5. Okay, I think we are finished with the documentation.
Okay, so thank you to the media team. And as a reminder, the presence for today is done through a CEDX survey that can be done through Cheese. And you can access the survey and fill it out to get the presents for today. Thank you. All right, so we've reached the end of our global chat for today, and we would like to thank Mr. Amir from the University of Nottingham, Malaysia, for speaking in this event, and we look forward to more events in the future. And to our participants, thank you for participating in today's event, and we hope that you learned something insightful through the session. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye,
Thank you,
Mr. Amir.
everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for hosting the session.
Thank you, Mr.
Yeah.
Amir, for the sharing session. Thank you, student, for coming.